Hey everyone, so in this video for today, I'm going to do a complete collection view of my whole entire game library. So I have video games spanning all the way from the Super Nintendo all the way to the Nintendo Switch. So as a gamer, I kind of accumulated a whole bunch of video games over the past year. Um, Actually, probably going back all the way to 10 years um, for when I started in high school. So, for lack of a better word, I accumulated a shit ton of video games. So, I thought it would be fun to show my collection that I have, that I purchased. And, if you guys have any suggestions of what games I should try or pick up, leave it in the comments down below, and even tell me what games that you have collected. So, without further ado, I'm going to switch my camera over to my phone. Oh, and by the way, before I do that, I do want to mention that this whole uh, potato kind of quality camera that I'm using is my uh, camera from my laptop. I did order a new camera, so that should be coming in a week or two from now, from the recording of this video. So hopefully by then the video is gonna look a lot better when they get developed. So again, without further ado, I'm gonna switch over my camera. All right, so here's a quick overview of my main gaming shelf. Um, I have quite a lot, so depending on how long the video is, I might break it up into maybe two parts. So I guess to start, these are my like amiibos that I have, as well as some figures. I even have like the Hollow Knight plush that came with the game when it first released. And these are some games that I recently, acquired. So this shelf or this space over here is my whole Nintendo Switch library. As you can see, it kind of filled out. So I have roughly about, I want to say like 50 Switch games. So what I'm going to do is move all this stuff over, and then I'm going to cut to the actual games from behind. All right, so to start off, I'll start with the top that I have. So I have The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, as well as Breath of the Wild underneath it. So from the very left, we have first game, if I can get it out, Hat in Time, AI. Then we got Astral Chain, and then Attack on Titan 2. Oh, missed the game. Atelier, like an alchemy game. And then the next one, if I can even get it out, we have Azura Strikes Gunvolt. Okay. We have, which one is this? Battle Chaser. It's like an old school comic slash RPG. Very fun, very hidden gem. We did that one. Let's see, the next one, Battle Chef Brigade. Bayonetta 2 plus 1 as a digital download. Okay, we have Bendy and the Ink Machine. Okay, we have Seeker of Mana Collection. Next one is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. Very fun game. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse for the Nintendo Switch. We have Dragon Quest Builders 2. Ghostbusters, the remastered. Kirby Star Allies. Wasn't a huge fan of the game. Definitely one of the lesser incomplete version before they released the DLCs. Metro Redux, played and beat the first one. Kind of a difficult game. It's like Fallout, but like on survivalist mode. My Hero One Justice. Knights of Azure 2. Shining Resonance Refine. Another RPG. Pokemon Sword. Then we have a Japanese game, Hatsune Miku. It's a rhythm game. We have Rocket League Ultimate Edition, Steel Factory Sealed. We have Sonic Forces, one of the first games, or actually say one of the first few games that I first purchased my Nintendo Switch back in 2017. We got South Park The Fractured Butthole. Next we have is Splatoon 2, very fun shooter. Great game from Nintendo. Super Mario Odyssey, another great game by Nintendo. Neptunia RPG. We have Smash Brothers Ultimate, a must-have on the Nintendo Switch. The World Ends With You Final Mix. Very happy they ported this over to the Switch. There is a DS version, but this one comes with remix soundtrack from the game, as well as an extra chapter. Tokyo Mirage Session. It's like a Fire Emblem meets Shimigami. We have the collector's edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Haven't even done the first chapter. Very long game. We have Assassin's Creed, the Rebel Collection. Okay, the next one is Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Haven't started that. Yoshi's Crafted World. Wasn't that big of a fan. I preferred the ones on like the Super Nintendo and like the DS. Okay, this one we have Sparklight, still sealed. We have what is this? Dragon's Mark for Death, still sealed. It's kind of like a same people I believe who made Gunvolt, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have I believe another music game, Garo Metal World Tour. Picked this up on GameStop for like 10-15 bucks new. We have Hover. It's basically like a how can I say, like a Jet Set Radio, supposedly supposed to be a spiritual successor. Haven't opened it or tried it. Then we have Atelier Ryza. Game goes for so much money because of the low print run. And then we have Mega Man Zero ZX Collection. We have Valkyria Chronicles 4, still sealed. It's like a tactical RPG. Then Darksiders Genesis. It's just like Battle Chasers, but in the Darksiders universe. Again, if you like those kind of games like Diablo, you should try them out. Another sealed game, Trials of Mana. Have the Mana collection. Didn't get to play Trials, which I heard that mixed things about it. Mary Skelter 2. Still sealed. Got that from Limited Run. Galgun 2. Still sealed. We have Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. We have Digimon Cyber Sleuth. It's basically two games in one. You have the first one as well as the Hacker Memory, if that's what it was called. Next one we have is Wonderful 101, the Switch version. We have Dragon Quest Builders 1. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Wait, then the other one that I pulled out was probably the DLC. Okay, so this one is the first one. The other one was, if I wasn't mistaken, part of the second one. Yeah, here it is. So this one is the DLC for the second one, which is actually a prequel to that one. Uh, Kind of confusing. All right, let's see. We're up to, here we go, Dragon Quest 11 definitive. Well, not the definitive, but the Switch version. Next one, we already did that one. Well, the newest one that I brought recently, Super Mario 3D All Stars. Okay, Xenoblade, pulled it out for the third time. We got Gunvolt Chronicles. This one is a sequel to Azure Strikes Gunvolt. Never played this one, still sealed. And then this one is another Japanese game, Lethal League. It's kind of a hidden gem. If you like your, I want to say like archaic four player free for all, or you can even do not team deathmatch, team players. Very chaotic and very fun. And then we have Dusk Diver. It's like a beat 'em up. All right, so these. Oh, before I forget, there was also this one I had as a collector's edition from NAS America. Garif and Annika, sealed as well. I haven't played it, so I'm gonna cut to my PS4, and yeah. Okay, so here's my PS4. I removed the things that were there. They were basically amiibos from Fire Emblem. Okay, so let's see. From all the way in the top, we have, let's see if I can get it out. Last of Us, the remastered, Batman, Arkham Knight. So starting from the left, we have Seeker of Mana, remaster for the PS4. We have Soul Calibur 6, Indivisible, still sealed. It's like a RPG. Bloodstain, the one that's like a 2.5 Castlevania. Next one we have is Crystar. Hold on, let me see if I can. There we go. Yeah, Crystar. Tales of, how do you pronounce that? Zazelia? Shenmue 1 and 2. We have Judgment, the same franchise that makes Yakuza. Tales of Bestiria. Death Stranding. This one I was kind of excited to come out. No Straight Roads. It's also out for the Switch, I believe, and the Xbox One. The Outer Worlds. Death End Request 2. Knights of Azure 1. Bullet Girls Fantasia. Ni no Kuni 2. The, I would say like the deluxe edition, ultimate edition. And then we have the remaster for Valkyria Chronicles 1. We have Steelbook version of Yakuza 2. Steelbook version of Catherine. And then we have 2 Yakuza games, or a collection. So number 6, The Song of Life. We have a 3-part disc, or 3-part game, Yakuza 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so we're going to get to there as my Vita collection. So from here we have Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, The Last Guardian. We have Horizon Zero Dawn, South Park, Dark Souls 3. I believe this one is, what do they call it? The Gold Edition, Complete Edition. Demo Reborn. This is a PlayAsia, I believe, exclusive. It came out for Asian territories, and I believe there's also a Japanese version. Watch Dogs 2, kind of fun if you play the multiplayer. Song of the Deep, I believe this was a GameStop exclusive. Spiral Reunited Trilogy, Hasune Miku Future Tone, Hasune Miku Project Diva X. Then we got Little Nightmares by Namco, Doom 2016. I've been trying to get the new one that came out. Hopefully I'll get it soon, probably on Black Friday. By the recording of this video, it should be down to like 20. Then we got Watch Dogs, the first one. We got Darksiders 3. Kind of a little bit disappointed. It's one of the shorter sides compared to the other two. Let's see if I can get on a little bit closer. So we got Darkstar Varnir, Bloodborne, fantastic game. It's like Dark Souls, but a little bit fast paced. Far Cry 4. Then we have J-Star Victory Versus Plus. Mega Dimension Neptunia 4. Here's a really good one. Well, basically everyone talks about it. Marvel's Spider-Man. The new one supposed to drop as soon as the PS5 comes out. And we got Tetris Effect, a very basically a glorified Tetris game. Definitely, this is like, in my opinion, basically like the overall like best looking Tetris game. Should definitely try it out. It's like probably like $20 cheaper. Devil May Cry 5, Nier Automata. We have the first Dragon Ball Xenoverse. We got Sword Art Online. We have Blue Refractions. That's an RPG game. And we basically have all of the Kingdom Hearts into one version. Story so far. We also have number 3 coming up. We have Yakuza 0, as well as the first one. Very, very like well-made games. This was actually my first one. Was the first one that was released for the PS4 that got me into the series. Highly recommend it. Got Titanfall 2. Even though this game didn't do so well compared to like the first one, and I believe Apex Legends overshadowed it. Definitely should still give it a shot. It's very fun. Even the multiplayer with the Titans. Then we got a bundle of Inside plus Limbo. It's a cool collection. You basically have both games on the disc, as well as believe it comes with like, yeah, includes full game poster and art cards. So if you like those platformers, should definitely pick it up. Jump Force, Assassin's Creed Origins, Kingdom Hearts 3. We got Borderlands 3. Haven't played that. Love playing Borderlands. Very fun, especially when it comes to shooting. Then we got the Danganronpa trilogy. So it's the first 3 games that came out put into the PS4. We have Nero 1. Really hard game. Still haven't beaten it. Second boss keeps kicking my ass. So we got Far Cry 5. We have Death End Request. We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Gravity Rush 2. Then we have Cold Vein. Also like Dark Souls, but for anime. Haven't started that yet. We got The Four Goddesses Online. It's like Neptunia, but multiplayer. Then we got Zenki Zero. Same people who worked on like Danganronpa, I believe. Then we got Star Ocean, and then we have Final Fantasy 15. Okay, so we have my Vita collection. So it might be a little bit hard to see. This first one is uh, it's in Japanese, but uh, it says like Takahiro Drum. It's like another rhythm game. You have Little Big Planet, AIVT Colorful, Miramatsu. You have Neptunia, Perfect Productions. We have PlayStation All Star Battle Royale. It's actually kind of fun if you have like a fighting game on the Vita, especially with just a bunch of PlayStation characters. Ys Origins, Limited Run. We have Freedom Wars. This is actually a very fun game if you like your, what are they like, kind of like a mixture of Monster Hunter with like Attack on Titans kind of style. Definitely fun if you have friends too. This one, I forgot what this one was. This one's probably Pixel Perfect. Yeah, it's like a basically like a shooter. Best way I can describe it. We have Child of Light, Criminal Girls 2, um, RPG, kind of like a dungeon version. Then you have Dead or Alive Extreme 3, because, anime for the Vita. Then you have Senran Kagura. It's like a food game, and because, it's for the anime for the Vita. Hyper Devotion Noir. It's like a tactical strategy game like your Final Fantasy Tactics, Valkyria Drive. You have uh, Exit Archives, if I pronounced it right. Okay, and then from here we have Tearaway. Very fun game, especially takes advantage of the back of the Vita. Then we have Mary Skelter Nightmares, a expensive Vita game for some reason. Akiba Tripped Undead. Very I basically, to describe it, like a unwind stupid kind of game. Well, not stupid in the sense of how it's made, but it's basically, I mean, you can have fun. It's like a sandbox. Then we have, if you can see that, Tales of Heart R. Then we have another Hyperdimension Neptunia game. We got Dragon's Crown for the Vita. Haven't tried it, but came out for the PS2, and a lot of people like this game. Then we got the first Criminal Girls, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Jak and Daxter Collection. Very hard games for Vita. If you're gonna play them, play like the PS3 or even like the PS2 when they came out. For some reason, this game, or platformers plus motion control / touch controls, doesn't really work well for these kinds of games. Then we have Super Dimension Neptunia versus Hard Girls, Sega Hard Girls. Then we have Neptunia Rebirth 2, Trails of Cold Steel. This is going to be hard to pronounce, and I'm probably going to butcher it. Crawler Zack Up. I guess Maverick symbol from Mega Man X. It's like a, from what I can see, I haven't played it. It's like a 4-player brawl, kind of like a arena battle. Then we got Danganronpa, another episode. It's like Resident Evil, Persona 4 Golden, a must-have on the Vita. Trails of Cold Steel, first one. Okay, so this one was the first one, and then this one, since because of GameStop stickers, this is number 2. Then we got Galgun Double Piece, the first one. The Firefox Diary Conception 2, Hatsune Miku Project Diva X, Hyperdimension, the first one, and then Gravity Rush. So that's my Vita collection as well as my PS4. And then I'm going to cut down to the PS3 games and some of my Vita collector's editions. Alright guys, so this is my PS3 / Vita collection, and I have one random Wii U game. One thing I kind of forgot was to show where my Switches was, my Switch games, I mean. So we got like Toon Link, Ice Climbers, we have Bayonetta, we have Robin from Fire Emblem, some Joy-Cons, that collector's edition again, Fire Emblem, Three Houses pins. I have Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages for the Game Boy Color. Behind it, we have paper. I'm not paper. Mario Paint, Super Nintendo. And behind that, Yoshi's Island or Super Mario World 2. And then I have my Pokemon Crystal, a Suicune figure that I got from Nintendo World from New York, and then my Suicune Pokemon card. And then this is one of my 2DSs, 3DSs, I should say. Black one, Hanafuno plates. And then from here, this is my PS3 collection. So in order, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, a fun game if you're on like playing on the moon with Zero Gravity, Sword Art Online. This one is, I believe, the one where they fly. Fun game. Hatsune Miku Project Diva 1 and 2. We have the Shadow of the Colossus / Ico PS3 remastered. We have Climax Fighting Battle. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Fighting Climax. Anime 2D Brawler. Then we got 3D Dot Hero. We have Fear 3 as well as Fear 2. And then I have Fear 1. It's just in my to play game. Definitely fun game if you like horror / shooter. And then we have Lollipop Chainsaw, made by Studio 51, Azora's Wrath, very fun Capcom game. We have Alice Madness Returns, still sealed. We have Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, PlayStation hit. And then next to it we have No More Heroes, the first one. Very fun game if you like the hack and slash. Actually, on top of it, I have Chrono Cross for the PlayStation 1. And then next to No More Heroes is Soul Calibur 4, the Dark Vader version. We have Demon Souls, as well as Soul Calibur 5. Then we have Silent Hill Collection 2 and 3. Very fun game. I know that Dead by Daylight had an update with Silent Hill, and that looks like a lot of fun. And then I have my Tales games for the PS3, so Tales of Xillia 2, as well as the first one. And then we have Tales Symphonia. It's the first one as well as the one that came out for the Wii. Then we have Tales of Grace F. Another one that I believe there's 2 parts of it, if I'm not mistaken. That or they re-released this game because it was on another system in Japan. Then next to it we have Nier for the PS3. They're making a remaster. That looks pretty cool, but I have to wait and see, or we have to wait and see more information or details about it. Then we have Yakuza Dead Souls, which is kind of a funny situation. It's like Left 4 Dead meets the Yakuza series. Very unique. Then we have Reniko Tatsumi Gawa Longest Days. I picked this game up on a random, not should I say random, but I went to Comic-Con and then they had this game here sealed. It looked like an anime game. Well, it is an anime game, but it's also like a movie as well. It's a very interesting kind of game, and it's not even a US release. It's like Europe. So definitely haven't seen something like this in like any other place, so it looked interesting to pick up. Then we have Time and Eternity for PS3. It's like another RPG. And then speaking of RPGs, Disgaea D2. This one came with the soundtrack. I haven't opened that. Then we got Metal Gear Solid 4, Star Ocean, The Last Hope. We have Denkengard 3, uh, R No Storage, Oda of the Uban Star. Um, Definitely another one of those RPG games. Then we got Folklore. This one actually looks pretty cool. It's a launch, I believe, like one of the closer to the launch of the PS3. It's kind of like going up there in price, so looks interesting. Then we have Kingdom of Alamir Reckoning for PS3. Then Eternal Sonata. Then we have Vita games, so Senran Kagura, Shantae, Corpse Party, as well as 2064 Valhalla. These are limited run PS Vita versions, and then tucked in the corner is Pikmin 3. Alright, so this next shelf, we have basically a hodgepodge of 4 or 5 different systems. So without in any kind of order, let me start with, I'm going to do the top. So this is going to be a little bit hard to pick up since it's no light, but we have Pokemon Diamond version for the DS, Rhapsody Musical Adventure. Yeah, Musical Adventure. We have Okamiden for the DS, and then we have The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, Kingdom Hearts 358 Days and a half, Kirby Superstar Ultra, very fun game. I played this as a kid for the Super Nintendo, and it's definitely the definitive version for playing this game. So if you like Kirby, you should definitely pick this up. Mario Luigi Partners in Time. Not really big a fan of this. Prefer Bowser's Inside Story. And then we have Custom Robo Arena, Yoshi's Island DS. Kind of like this game. Of course, the Super Nintendo is the, I would say, the best one, but definitely a good attempt for a sequel. And then we have Yoshi's Touch and Go. We have WarioWare Touched. And then up there, we have Magical Star Sign. That's a game I'm currently playing. It's actually, I would say, a hidden gem. If you like Star Ocean, or if you like your typical RPG game, I believe the company that worked on it is like a subsidiary of Nintendo. Definitely you should try it out. It's very cheap too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Tribute. Fun game, fun card game. Then this one we have is Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Didn't really like it compared to Spirit Tracks. Actually, Spirit Tracks is probably my favorite Zelda handheld game, or at least not including the Breath of the Wild. But definitely a hidden gem. Very cool premise too. If you haven't played it, definitely recommend picking that up. Then in my Wii collection, we have Super Paper Mario, Pandora's Tower. We have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. And then we have Klonoa, a remake from the PS1 version, fun platformer. And then we have Sonic Colors, and then Fragment Dreams, Fellware Ruins of the Moon. Very rare or kind of tough game to find. It looked interesting. Then we have Kirby's Dream Collection Special Edition. And then over here we actually have like a few more DS games. So we have the Legendary Starfy, We have Hotel Dusk, that's Room 215. It's like a visual novel. And then we have Scourge Hive. It's like a Metroid kind of style game. And then we have Pokemon Ranger Guardian Sign. And then we have some GameCube games. So we have uh, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. We have Twilight Princess for the Wii. Then I have some random games like Spider-Man 2 for the original Xbox. We have Pac-Man World 3. Kind of liked it. It was fun. I know some people don't like it, but um, it was kind of cool. Then we have Art Tanarico 1 and 2, like an RPG game. And then we have the original Kami for the PS2, and then the Mega Man X collection for the PS2, so 1 through 6. And then here, this random case right here actually has a game. It's Grumon. It's kind of a pain to find the game complete. Um, they only have like carts for some reason. People keep losing like the case and manual, so that's a pain to find. And then we have Tales of the World, Valkyria Profile. It's a remake for the PS1. And then we have Brave Story, as well as Lunar, another remake for the PS1. And then we have The Legend of Heroes, Trails of the Sky. And we have Rivia, The Promised Land. And then the third birthday, or the third version of Parasite Eve. And then we have a two games in one, Mega Man Power Up, as well as the Mega Man Maverick X Hunter. X Hunter is really fun if you like Mega Man. Patapon 3, and then we have Glorissa, Wayfarer of Time, and then Little Big Planet for the PSP. And then coming down here, these are my Xbox 360 games. We have Shadows of the Dam. Found this game at GameStop for about $5 or $10. Was really happy to find it complete. Then we have Killer is Dead. Another Studio 51 game, Portal 2. We have the original Borderlands as well as the second one. We have Sonic Generations, a really fun Sonic game. I also have it for the 3DS. Very fun collection of like all the Sonic games but made modern. Then we have the Orange Box. You have your Portal, your Half-Life, as well as Team Fortress 2. Halo Wars. Played a shit ton of this game in high school. Very fun strategy game. Then we have Grand Theft Auto 4, Dark Souls, the first one. We have Devil May Cry HD Collection. And then we have Dead Rising 2, Off the Records. This one has a sandbox mode. Definitely enjoy playing that over the one with the time limit, because time limits in games are kind of annoying. Then we have Halo Reach. This one's actually the collector's edition. The one I got came with like a diary as well as like a patch and like a whole bunch of random papers. And then we have Darksiders 2, and Batman Arkham Asylum, the Game of the Year edition, the one that comes with the, I believe you get 3D glasses. Let me see. This one, it doesn't say, but I do know this one was a Walmart exclusive. So we have that. We have Halo 3. We have Fable 3, the limited edition that came with the book. We have Darksiders, the first one. And then we have Bayonetta. And then Skyrim. Can't get enough Skyrim. Batman Arkham City. We have Darksiders 2, the Black Armor edition. And then we have next to it Fable 2. Kind of not that disappointed, but I wish it was more like Fable 1, or if they could have did like a prequel to Fable 1, that would have been amazing. Then we have Sonic All-Stars Racing, Transform, And then we also have the other one right here, which is pretty cool because they have a whole bunch of Sega characters like Shenmue, Billy Hatcher, I believe Jet Set Radio, as well as Skies of Arcadia. So this is actually pretty cool. If you guys can pick up this game, it's like 10, $15, and you have a whole bunch of like uh, like Sega racers and stuff. Definitely check it out. Then we have a game, El Shaddai. It's like a religious slash like Devil May Cry ish kind of game. Looked interesting. Haven't played it yet. And then we have, speaking of Sega, Sega GT Racing 2002, as well as Jet Set Radio. I mean, you buy this really for Jet Set Radio Future, but nonetheless, it's cheap to find than just the game itself. Then we have Van Helsing for the original Xbox, and then we have Fable: The Lost Chapters, and then another bundle of Xbox. This one came with my original Xbox, Top Spin, and then NCAA Football 2005, and then we have my GameCube collection. So starting off, we have Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Very fun, underrated game. It's going up in price like many of the other GameCube games, but if you like your I want to say like your 3D platformer mixed with like Katamari, you should definitely check this game out. Then we have Beautiful Joe, Redhead Rumble, as well as Beautiful Joe 2 and then 1. And then we have Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. And then we have SXX on tour. This one is cool because you have like, if I can show you without it falling down, but you have basically a snowboarding game but with like Mario characters, so that's pretty cool. There is another game that has Mario characters, like a basketball game on it. It's actually made by EA, which is kind of crazy compared to what they do now. And then the next game I have is not really a game, but it's like a demo slash preview disc. Had this as a kid, kept on playing all of the demos on it. Uh, Definitely it's cool seeing what the GameCube had coming out at the time. And then we have a kind of a rare game to find, Eternal Darkness. If you like your horror games or psychological games, I know like this one is kind of far and few between to find since it's made by a studio that doesn't really exist anymore. But if you like your rated M games, definitely should check it out. Then we got Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, another rare game for some reason. And then we have Sonic Adventures DX. We have Pikmin, Pikmin 2. We have Luigi's Mansion, and then Mario Sunshine. Very fun Nintendo games. And then we have Mega Man X Command Mission. It's Mega Man X with RPG elements. And then we have Def Jam Fight for New York. Another really rare, stupid, expensive game for no reason. Well, the game is really fun, and it's an EA game, but I mean, after they made Icons, they just stopped making these kinds of games altogether. And then to finish off is Skies of Arcadia Legends, and just really the disc. This is just like a remake, repro cover sleeve. Since those are even harder to find than the game itself. All right, and then underneath here, it's not much, but I have the PlayStation Classic, as well as Starlink, Battlefield Atlas, the huge bundle that it came with, and then yeah, that's my shelf. And so I'm gonna cut to my last game collection, which is the 3DS. All right, so this is my last shelf. Before I do my 3DS, have a Pokemon poster, and then I have a whole bunch of, amiibos slash random stuff like this Detective Pikachu, some more amiibos, some Little Nightmare, I believe that's the collector's edition that I came with, and then Ni no Kuni 2 figure. Um, so I'm gonna start from here, try my best to make sure nothing gets knocked over. So starting from the left, we have Paper Mario, not Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam for the 3DS. Um, haven't played it, looks fun. I know that this and Sticker Star haven't gotten the best review, but this one at least looks interesting. Plus, this one, for some reason, holds its value. So, if you ever find it for cheap, I would say pick it up just because it looks interesting, especially from the boss fights that I can see. Next game is Stellar Glow. Haven't opened it. It's an Atlas game and it's an RPG. Then we have Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS, the original that came out for the GameCube. Haven't opened it, but it's pretty cool to have this game portable. It's cool to have any GameCube game portable. Definitely should check it out if you like Luigi's Mansion, the original one. And then next we have Detective Pikachu. This one is sealed. Pokemon, but I guess like a detective game or mystery game. Um, it looked cool from watching the movie, so if you didn't get enough from watching the one that came out in theaters, should give this one a chance or check it out. Then we have The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. That one's also sealed. Then we have Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. Um, Basically, to summarize, it's like Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger, another version of it, but for like a DS version, if you didn't get enough of the original Chrono Trigger. Then we have, watch out, Olimar. Um, Yokai Watch. Picked this up for like $5, literally brand new, so I thought, why not? Then we have Sonic Generations for the 3DS. Haven't played it, but the one for the 360 slash PS3 was interesting, or I enjoyed it, so I picked this up. Um, and then we have Bravely Second, Endlayer. We have Fire Emblem, Fate's Conquest. We have The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. We have Pokemon Ultra Moon, Super Mario 3D Land. Then we have uh, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Cool crossover, kind of a little bit on the rarer side or more of the pricier side, but if you like those kinds of games, you should check it out. Then we have Kid Icarus Uprising. We have Hatsune Miku DX. And then next game, this is my Splatoon figure. Next one we have is Monster Hunter Stories. Monster Hunter with RPG elements. Then we have what I believe is kind of like the best 3DS game that is on the system is Kirby Planet Robo. For like any of uh, the DS Kirby's as well as the Wii version, this one is actually the I would say the last one into that kind of style, since they borrowed like a lot of elements from those kind of games. Plus, you can turn into a robot. Kirby can turn into a robot, so that's pretty cool. Then we have WarioWare Gold, uh, Fun 300 mini games. If you like WarioWare, you should definitely check it out. Then we have a um, a Sega game that's actually kind of like a hidden gem. It just kind of came out and that's it. Seven Dragons 3. If you like your RPG games, it's that, but you can make your own characters. So you can customize the hairstyle, the voice, as well as choose their class. So that's kind of cool. You guys check this out. And then speaking of other games to check out, the Alliance Alive. That's an Atlas game, but I haven't finished it. But when I was playing it, it looked interesting. Plus, it came out for the Switch, so if you don't have a 3DS, you can play that game and the HD version of it. And then next to that game is Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, if I can speak today. Fun game playing it on the Advance, and it's cool to see that they remastered it. Okay, and then the next game after that we have Hey Pikmin. Very different from what was shown, as well as the gameplay style. But it's kind of cool for having a Pikmin game that's portable, or at least the first one that was portable. Um, at the recording of this video, we have Pikmin 3 coming out in October. And then next to it, we have Theatrhythm, Final Fantasy. Um, Fun rhythm game, but if you like your Final Fantasy music, definitely must play. Plus, you can also get like music from Chrono Trigger, as well as The World Ends With You. And then we have Fire Emblem Awakening, Hyrule Warriors Legends. Then we have the other Fire Emblem game, Birthright. Um, my first Fire Emblem game definitely was uh, lasting impressions of it. Beat it. It was kind of really cool that you can make your own characters and you get to choose sides depending on what game you have. And then we have Tales of the Abyss. We have Pokemon X. We have Project X Zone. Um, Yoshi's New Island. The third game, and I guess the Super Nintendo version. Um, it's pretty cool, but uh, compared to the DS or the Super Nintendo, it's kind of like a far cry from those kind of games. Um, Project X Zone 2, then we have Super Smash Brothers for 3DS, and then we have Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which people don't like this game since there's tutorials and a whole bunch of text in the game, but it's pretty cool if you do the fights, especially the big boss battles. Really interesting. And then here we have Bayonetta Amiibo, and then Yoshi's Woolly World, and then my Twilight Princess Amiibo, and then we have Corpse Party for the 3DS. This game is like expensive, goes anywhere from 100 plus, but I like playing the one for the PSP. But it's kind of cool that they have their original release, and it's a 3DS game that came out of all like systems. And then there's actually one more game behind here. We have Rodan Sky Soldier. It's pretty cheap, so I picked it up, and it comes with the soundtrack. So that's my whole 3DS lineup. And then to finish off, I do have a few more things underneath my TV set. So I have my Wii, PS4, Switch, kind of a mess, and just cleaning up. And then here we have some collector's editions. So I have these two together, but the first one you see here is Fire Emblem Three Houses, and the one next to it is Echoes, which is the one for the 3DS. And then here we have River City Girls for the Switch Collector's Edition by Limited Run. And then we have the AI game Collector's Edition. And then here we have Senran Kagura for the PS4. And then, yeah, that's all of them. So I'm going to cut and show the last few things that I have that I didn't get to show in my collection. Okay, so we have Splatoon amiibo. So we have from Splatoon 2, the both announcers. We have Fire Emblem Echoes amiibo. We have Splatoon 1 amiibos, the dual pack. We have some few Yoshi's Woolly World amiibo. So we have the purple one as well as the blue one. We have Fire Emblem amiibos. Those are the rest. We have random PS1 memory card. We do have something in here. That's one thing I also forgot to mention. But first, we have vinyl from River City Girls, Hat in Time, and then we have a collector's edition of The Missing. And then in here, we have my Game Boy Advance games. So we have my Micro, the Charger, as well as a couple of games. So we have like Pokemon, Klonoa, Mega Man, and then we have like Kirby Amazing Mirror. We have Yoshi's Tilt and Tumble. We have Klonoa, Kirby Return to Dreamland, or Nightmare in Dreamland, excuse me. And then we have Drill Dozer, Battle Network 4, Pokemon, Yoshi's Island. We have Mario and Donkey Kong, Super Mario World, and then we have Advance Wars 2 for the Game Boy Advance, and then my Micro. Right, so that's my collection. So I'm gonna take it back to my face cam. Alright guys, that was my collection of video games that I have on my shelf. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I still have stuff coming in. Maybe in the future I might do a follow-up or a new version of my collection. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.